This is very important for you guys to understand. And this is what guys who are players really understand when it comes to dealing with women, right? If you're a guy who is, let's say, I'll say it like this. If you're an honest player, you understand, like, meaning that you're the type of guy who's a player and women know you're a player, meaning women know that you get down, that you fuck with a bunch of other women. They know that other women want you. And usually they'll know you even got to tell them in most cases, because they'll just figure it out based off the type of guy you are. They can see it because the way that they feel about you, they understand other women are most likely going to feel that way about you as far as being that sexually attracted to you, right? But what players understand, right, is that there is also a drawback to being that player in certain situations, right? Because what happens is, and this is what happens to the player, is that sometimes if a player is at a point where he wants to like be with a woman, you understand? Like he might meet a chick while he's doing this thing that he actually likes, you understand? That he actually wants to, get with. Millionaire status was going on. Yeah, this is gonna be on Patreon, fam. So this one is gonna be on Patreon. So there's as soon as we done, it's gonna be right on Patreon. So make sure, again, remember, guys, get on that Patreon so you don't miss all the live streams during the week, because I'm putting all those on Patreon. All right. So what a player understands is that if he meets a woman that he's feeling, right? Let's say he's hooking up with a girl, whatever. He's been hooking up with other girls, whatever. But he's kind of feeling this one. He's like, yo, she all right. You understand? She got a little something going on for her. You know what I'm saying? I see she on point. What happens is that the player understands that sometimes if he's feeling a girl, she may not really be feeling him in that way as far as taking him seriously. You understand what I'm saying? As like a long-term situation. So that's the drawback sometimes of the player, is that the women are sexually attracted to him, meaning they want to have sex with him and they want to jump his bones and do all that other shit. But at the same time, a lot of times women don't necessarily want to be in relationships with the player. You understand? So just like the same way where you have a lot of guys who are like, I don't want to wife a hoe because she be fucking other dudes and blah, 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 and pair bonding and all that other stuff. Women are similar in that way, where when they see that you're a player, when they see that you're that sexually attractive, when they see that, you're out here slanging dick like crazy, right? They may not necessarily want you as a boyfriend, right? So what happens is that they'll be sexually attracted to you, but they'll use you as a dick in the glass. They'll use you for the penis. You understand what I'm saying? They'll use you for the penis, but they may not necessarily take you seriously as far as a long-term situation. So if you run into that type of woman, right, then what's going to happen is that she'll see you as good dick, but that's it. And then so now what happens is you meet a chick you feel it, and then sometimes you might miss out on making shit happen. You understand what I'm saying? As far as things going down. You understand? And this is the thing. So how do you get around that? You understand? How do you get in a situation where, let's say you are that player and you want to make something happen with a chick, but she most likely ain't really seeing you like that, as that guy. You understand? Because she's like, this guy is a fucking, he's a male thought. I ain't really trying to fuck with him like that. You understand what I'm saying? But and again, this is what'll happen because she sees you as that guy. And the thing is, she may be scared, or she may be, just have that fear in her heart that, damn, well, I like him, but he's a hoe. So I ain't gonna really trying to fuck with him like that. You understand what I'm saying? Now, this is how you get over that. This is how you, get past that if you want to actually make this happen. So a lot of you guys, if you're on a Bad Boy membership and you're stepping up your game, you feel what I'm saying? If you guys are on the man mindset, you know what I'm saying? You're stepping up your game. If you guys check out EO, you understand? You're stepping up your game. K Zaggin, Miles, 1950. You feel what I'm saying? You guys are stepping up your game. Shout out to my dude King Dre. You checking out him, you stepping up your game. Checking out Playboy Zay, you stepping up your game. Afi Kingdom, you stepping up your game. You understand what I'm saying? The TOP Cash, you stepping up your game, right? So you finding all these dudes and you stepping up your game. Usually what's going to happen is that if you're stepping up your game, you're going to become a more attractive guy. And then usually what happens is that if you get access to a lot of sex, you might end up becoming a player. You understand what I'm saying? You might end up indulging in that player lifestyle. But again, like I said, when you indulge in that and you become that guy and women see you as that guy, if at any moment you want to make something happen with a particular woman, there might be a little bit of hesitation there, right? So how do you have that player shit, but also have enough game in your arsenal to be able, you understand? Shout out to Rosebud, because I know Rosebud be using Arsenal, but you have enough, game to be able to keep a woman interested. You understand? Right? So this is what needs to happen. This is what needs to happen. The way that you're going to keep a woman interested, and this is where when a player really steps up his game to be multifaceted, to be the type of guy that hits on all cylinders, right? See, a dude who's a regular player that's just like, okay, I'm out here fucking and hooking up and just doing my thing, right? He gets good at picking up girls and fucking them, and then keeping them moving. Picking up girls, fucking them, keeping them moving. Picking up girls, fucking them, keeping them moving, right? That's what happens. But if he wants to get to the point where he's able to do that, but also be able to keep a girl interested for the long term, if he's feeling her and wants to see where things could go and vet her and get her to the point where things could progress in a different way, right? What he needs to do is, he still is, doing his thing, and he's that confident dude with the mouthpiece and the swagger and all that other stuff. But what happens is that in order for him to maintain that woman, right, he has to have a certain level of consistency in the interactions that he's dealing with that woman, right? And there's a lot of other things too, and I'm not going to explain it now because I'm actually going to be doing a Bad Boy membership program on this. But I'll say this, is that what happens is the player usually is inconsistent. He's all over the place, right? And so what happens is that if you display a level of consistency with a particular chick that you say, you know what, she seems like the type of chick that could be wifey. You understand? The type of chick I could at least have on my team, or whatever the fuck you're trying to do, right? You display a level of consistency, right? Exactly. Monogamous player know what it is. You know what I'm saying? You display a level of consistency that gets her to recognize that she's going to be able to have some sort of consistency basically with you. You understand? And what happens is this is the thing that you guys have to understand. If you're a dude who's a player, it's easier to go from player, or it's easier to have that player energy and then add consistency, right? Which is one of the cornerstones of being able to keep things happening long term. It's easier to be a player and then be consistent versus not being a player and having no game and being consistent. So what happens is that dudes who don't really have that much game can also be consistent, but because your game isn't tight and because you're not that sexually attractive guy that women all are throwing themselves at, you become like the beta dude that's the safe guy that she'll have, as her boyfriend, but she's not really that into you like that. You're the safe guy. You're the guy who she settles with, right? What women actually want is, women want the guy who has the sexual attractive qualities of a player, but also the consistency and the security of that sort of beta safe guy. Right? So what happens is that if you're a player and women see you as this guy, because they are going to see you as this guy if you're doing that stuff, even if you don't blatantly let them know, they're going to know. They're going to see it. They're going to feel it. They're going to feel that energy. What happens is that if she see you as consistent, what happens is that you become the top guy that she would want to fuck with. You become the ultimate dude, right? So B Brown 95, you said, what do you mean by consistent? So consistent is this. I'll give you a few tips here because I want you guys to get your ass on that bad boy membership. You feel me? Because that shit, I'm telling you, I'm doing a program called The Key to Being a Successful Player. I'm gonna break this shit all the way the fuck down, and it's gonna be crazy. But as far as consistency, what it means is this, right? Let's say you meet a girl, y'all start hooking up, right? Let's say you met a girl at a bar, y'all kicking it, y'all talking, flirting, and then let's say you hit it that night, right? Now, you hit it that night, and then what happens is that, let's say you hit. Thanks for watching, and to watch this entire live stream, make sure you click the link below or go straight to patreon.com/mr.locario and join the $20 tier so you don't miss any of the game in these live streams that I do during the week.